Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. If Taylor Sheridan and Paramount Plus's deal ends, I can see one genuine upside. A conflict has reportedly arisen between Paramount Plus and one of its top creators, Taylor Sheridan. And while this butting of heads could be disastrous for the long-running business partnership, there is one silver lining. In 2018, Sheridan rose to fame when he created the popular neo-Western TV series Yellowstone. In the intervening years, Sheridan expanded on this universe, releasing prequels, spin-offs, and totally new Western action series. Throughout this era, Sheridan has had a firm partnership with Paramount and its streaming platform. Yet recent news hints that this collaboration could be facing some serious obstacles. Sheridan and Paramount have a somewhat unique relationship. At first glance, their biggest connection is that Paramount Plus streams all of Sheridan's TV titles, from 1883 to Lioness. Beyond that, however, Sheridan is also quite important to Paramount because his shows bring in countless subscribers. Arguably, Paramount Plus has struggled to make a name for itself in the world of streaming, but Sheridan's shows have kept the platform relevant and worth getting. All in all, Paramount needs Sheridan as much as the showrunner needs its platform, but now priorities may be changing. In a report recently published by Puck, it was revealed that Paramount's new owner, David Ellison, and its head of streaming, Cindy Holland, are looking to cut the budgets for Paramount Plus TV shows. Apparently, the pair are hoping to spend $9 million per episode. For reference, Sheridan series usually cost between $12–16 million an episode. Because of this, Sheridan is reportedly unhappy with Ellison and Holland's plans. With Sheridan's deal up for renegotiation in 2027, many are wondering if these budget cuts could be a deal-breaker. The worst-case scenario that could come out of Paramount's plans is that Sheridan leaves the company for another streaming platform willing to spend more money on him. At this time, there are no reports of open animosity between Sheridan and Paramount, but Sheridan's dislike of the new budget cuts show that the disagreement could fester into something far worse. If Sheridan left Paramount, it would be a major blow to the streaming service. Paramount Plus would lose its most lucrative titles, leaving it desperate to fill the 8-series hole that Sheridan would leave. Sheridan's potential departure from Paramount would be difficult, but one positive that could come out of it is that Sheridan might pursue movies again. If Sheridan pulls out of his deal with Paramount, then he would not be beholden to making more TV series for the platform. In this way, he would be free to pursue other projects that he couldn't before, including films. Currently, Sheridan hasn't written or directed a movie since 2021. After gaining even more success since then, it would be great to see what Sheridan would cook up in the present day. The prospect of Sheridan making more movies is exciting because his films are deeply underrated. More often than not, audiences recognize Sheridan for Yellowstone and Landman, but in the years before he established his television empire, he was behind some truly excellent movies. In 2015 and 2016, he wrote the screenplays for hits like Sicario and Hell or High Water. Plus, in 2017, he impressed critics with his neo-Western crime drama, Wind River. Ever since Yellowstone, Sheridan has had to take a step away from movies, but in different circumstances, he has the potential to make some really great films. Of course, the best-case scenario is that audiences get both Sheridan shows and movies. It would be a shame for Sheridan's TV series to be forgotten, especially as shows like Lioness and Landman pick up steam. Yet at the same time, Sheridan has been neglecting his talents as a screenwriter and movie director. In a perfect world, forgetting his issues with Paramount, Sheridan would be able to split his time between his television empire and new movies. Fortunately, Sheridan does have some new tricks up his sleeve. Now that 1923 Season 2 is airing, Sheridan's next release will likely be The Madison, a Yellowstone universe spin-off. Beyond that, he has also discussed a Beth and Rip spin-off series, Mayor of Kingstown Season 4, and the long-awaited 6666 Ranch spin-off. However, his most exciting project may be his adaptation of Empire of the Summer Moon, a nonfiction book about conflicts between the Comanche and white settlers in the American West. Overall, Taylor Sheridan is not slowing down, regardless of what his future holds. If Taylor Sheridan and Paramount Plus were to part ways, the initial reaction from fans of Yellowstone and its expanding universe would likely be one of disappointment, if not outright panic. Sheridan has become a defining voice in modern Western storytelling, and his collaboration with Paramount Plus has led to the creation of a sprawling, interconnected saga that has captivated millions. However, amid the potential chaos of such a split, I can see one genuine upside: creative freedom. Sheridan's meteoric rise has been fueled by an unmistakable authenticity. From Sicario to Hell or High Water to Wind River, his storytelling is raw, visceral, and deeply rooted in the American landscape. The success of Yellowstone and its spin-offs like 1883 and 1923 prove that there is still a massive audience for westerns and frontier dramas, but with great success comes great corporate oversight. Paramount Plus has been an invaluable partner, giving Sheridan what seems like carte blanche to build his empire. However, there's always a trade-off when working with a major studio. Networks demand deadlines, adherence to franchise-building strategies, and ultimately, a focus on profits over pure artistic vision. Sheridan himself has hinted at feeling the pressures of constant expansion. He's had to juggle multiple projects at once, ensuring they all meet the high expectations set by Yellowstone's runaway success. If he were to part ways with Paramount Plus, Sheridan might find himself in a position to regain some of the creative independence that defined his early work. Free from franchise obligations and the pressure to endlessly expand the Yellowstone universe, he could pursue original stories that don't have to fit into a pre-existing framework. Imagine Sheridan returning to the sharp, standalone storytelling that made Sicario such a force, or creating something entirely fresh and unexpected. Another potential benefit of a split is that it could open the door for Sheridan to collaborate with new partners. While Paramount Plus has been a generous benefactor, it also comes with certain constraints, budget limitations, brand considerations, and platform exclusivity. A move to another network or streaming service could mean bigger budgets, different storytelling avenues, and perhaps even a chance to branch out beyond the Western genre. Sheridan has already dabbled in crime thrillers and war dramas, see Mayor of Kingstown and Special Ops, Lioness, but imagine him diving deeper into these realms without corporate mandates dictating the direction. Additionally, a split might force Paramount Plus to diversify its content strategy. Right now, the streaming service is heavily reliant on Sheridan's creations. Yellowstone and its spin-offs have been its crown jewels, but betting so much on one creative mind is risky. If Sheridan were to leave, Paramount Plus would be forced to invest in fresh talent, new voices, and different genres, ultimately leading to a richer and more diverse lineup of programming. This could be a win-win for both parties. Sheridan gets to explore new ventures, while Paramount Plus evolves into a more well-rounded platform instead of being overly dependent on one man's vision. That being said, a split wouldn't be without its downsides. The Yellowstone universe might struggle without its creator's guiding hand. The remaining seasons of 1923 and other planned spin-offs could suffer if they lose Sheridan's meticulous attention to detail. There's also the risk that whatever new projects Sheridan pursues might not receive the same level of financial backing or audience reach without Paramount Plus's support. Still, great artists thrive in times of change. If Sheridan were to part ways with Paramount Plus, it might just be the push he needs to craft the next Sicario or Wind River. He has proven time and again that he doesn't need the crutch of a single franchise to tell compelling, unforgettable stories. If anything, breaking away from the Yellowstone machine could lead to a new golden era of Sheridan's filmmaking. In the end, while the potential breakup of Taylor Sheridan and Paramount Plus might seem like a devastating blow at first, it could also be an opportunity in disguise. Sometimes, the best thing for a storyteller is to step away from what's familiar and comfortable, pushing themselves into new creative territory. Whether it's another hard-hitting crime thriller, a completely original series, or a return to feature films, Sheridan's talent will continue to shine, no matter where he lands.